Hi, this is Vanessa Guzman, and I'll be reviewing one of my favorite movies, which is called Train to Busan. This movie is about an unidentified virus that spreads across Korea, which makes everyone panic. It's the struggle between people on the train and those who are infected by the virus. You can watch this movie on Netflix. The way that Netflix summarizes this movie is: a zombie outbreak sweeps the country, a dad and his daughter take an harrowing train journey in an attempt to reach the only city that's still safe. How the outbreak happens is that a mysterious woman gets on the train while the guy wasn't looking, and that is how it all happens. The cinematography and production, I think, were just very well done. Obviously, it was very professional made, all the different angles that they did, and they also took some aerial shots when they're outside. The makeup done on the zombies looked very, very realistic. The character development of the zombies were just very outstanding because the way they acted and how they moved their bodies and the sounds just was very realistic. In some parts of the movie, there were a bit of CGI when the zombies would have to climb on top of each other. Every movement that they were doing was just very fascinating. The way that they had to get on top of each other and climb on things and jump out of the window was all very well put together. I like how the zombie fighting wasn't all the same. We had a macho man that I guess knew a bit of martial arts, and the dad, he was pretty strong and fit. I like how three men got into a team and tried different systems on how to stop the zombies. There were a lot of scenes where I had so much anxiety. I couldn't even imagine how it would feel like to be in a place with a bunch of zombies, which is why I think they made this movie really well, because you're just in a very small space in a train. Makes you feel claustrophobic. It actually makes you feel like you're in the movie itself. This entire zombie outbreak happened in just under 30 minutes, which is how you know it's a really good movie. One of my favorite characters was very smart. Apparently, zombies can't attack when they don't see you. So what the woman did, she threw water on the door and then put a newspaper all over it so that way the zombies couldn't look through the window, which that was a really good, smart move. So this entire movie just wasn't all in the train. They did make a few stops. I think they made 1 or 2 stops during the movie. The first station that they stopped was called Danjun. When they arrived at Danjun station, apparently there will be a military waiting for them, but the dad got a hold of one of his friends on the phone, and his friend told him that they will be put down on quarantine. Sounds kind of similar, right? You can tell the father was very selfish at first because he only wanted to look out for himself and his daughter. His daughter wanted to help others and inform them and stuff like that, but the dad kind of yelled at her and told her to not be as good and that they should only focus on each other. The anticipation was just so intense. You question yourself a lot throughout the movie of what will happen next. Will they get back on the train? How many zombies are going to appear? There was a guy that I did not like at all, and I'm sure there's a lot of people who did not like him at all. He was just such an idiot. He was very over the top selfish. He only cared about himself. He did not want to help others. If others were in a bad situation, he just didn't want to help them at all, which is another reason why I kind of like this movie, because they chose actors that would fit in with each character. We had the selfish guy, the macho man with his pregnant wife. We had the really hot guy with his daughter. We had the 2 little old ladies, the baseball team. Those were just a few little main characters. Oh, and also there was a homeless man, which it was kind of creepy at first in the beginning of the movie because he said everyone was gonna die. Somehow he made it semi through the entire movie, but he ended up risking his life to save others. The ending was just so emotional. I cried every time I watched this movie. The relationships created in this film were just fascinating. The whole character development with the feelings and everything were very well put together. A few weeks ago I did some research and I found out that part 2 will be coming out this year. I can't wait because the ending of it was just very sad and amazing, and I just want to know what will happen next. So this is the end of my movie review. I hope you and your wife are staying safe during this quarantine, and bye!